Hello, my name is Asa, nice to meet you and welcome back to my channel if you already know me. Today I woke up and I saw 400 subscribers. I know it's not much, but because we people are spoiled with all the YouTubers with million subscribers, but to me it was like, wow, 400 people are interested in what I do. That's incredible. So, yeah, and I was so happy and I decided why not reward you guys and give you your most favorite video. It is a sketchbook tour. I already filmed part 1 of this sketchbook. I will put a link in the description box, but you don't have to watch the part 1 first because these parts are not connected really. It's just about one sketchbook, so I already filmed half of it and the other half you will watch in this video very soon. Quick warning about my sketchbook tours. Usually they are very long because I like to chat a lot, and this guy has 100 pages and I have a story almost about every page in the sketchbook, so I feel like this video is going to be almost an hour long. I don't know yet. But anyways, yeah, if you like long videos, this video is for you. If you don't like very long videos, I'm sorry. What else? I'll put all the information about the sketchbook in the description box if you are interested. And yeah, thank you for subscribing to me. It makes me so happy, and let's get started. So the last time we stopped on this spread and I told you how I love Horizon Zero Dawn and its main character Aloy, and let's move on. I'm super proud of this spread because I think I love colors and I really like how I did the composition. I didn't use the whole spread, I left a lot of free space, and well, obviously I just taped the illustration and painted it, and it's just a picture from Pinterest. I usually don't paint something like this. I like, very cozy landscapes with a lot of nature. I don't usually paint streets and cities, so this was a very nice exception and I really enjoyed it. One of my least favorite spreads, so I don't know why I did it. I think I wanted to, I remember it was a rainy day and I was in a little bit of, mysterious mood, so I decided to make the portrait of the girl because on the reference her clothes were very nice, but I think I just failed. I don't like her face. I see a lot of mistakes, like her eyes, her clothes are not right, but that's fine. And this sketch, I honestly think it took me like 5 to 7 minutes, and I just did it so the spread doesn't look empty, but I don't like it, but that's fine. I did this in the coffee shop in one of my vlogs, so if you have seen it, you have seen it. If not, we visited our parents in Oregon and there is one cozy coffee shop we really like, so... Oh wait, no, I'm dirty liar. It wasn't in Oregon, it was the other coffee shop vlog. Man, I have so many coffee shop vlogs now. Anyways, it was done in the coffee shop. I practiced faces and I like it. I think it's good. Well, I don't know if I told you, but I really like Arcane, and Arcane is a very important show for me right now, and guess who is my favorite character? It is Victor Boy. Yep. So I think I sketched it between No, we were playing games in the evening and I was just kind of bored, kind of not. And while playing, I also was sketching. Don't ask me how I do it. Sometimes, I think I have the superpower to sketch while I play games. So yeah, I probably played League of Legends. That's why I sketched Victor. But I like Victor, I like the sketch. This is actually a very interesting spread. I know it doesn't look like it, but I had terrible art block. I think what happened is, so I did this terrible spread I didn't like. The spread was okay. Then I just got tired of working with color and I couldn't force myself to paint, and I realized it is art block. I need to fight it. I need to find my way out. So what I do, I usually start painting anything, like absolutely anything I can paint. And anybody can paint leaves, right? They're super easy. Even if you make a mistake, nobody will notice it. So I decided to sketch some leaves from my imagination. Then I opened some references and paint. Probably this one was painted from the reference. And you know what? It helped. It actually helped. I don't like how the spread looks. I don't think it is anything special. But the point of the spread is, well, not the point. I think it has this interesting memory in my head reminding me that you can defeat art block. You can. You just need to start working. Do anything at all, and it will help, I think. Well, it worked for me. Hopefully it will work for you too. And this is the result of my war with art block. This beautiful spread. I hope it is beautiful. I hope you like it too. I like it too. For a long time it was very trendy to paint eyes on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen this trend. I definitely got a lot of recommendation in my Instagram, so I decided if other people can paint those cool eyes, why can't I, right? So I painted the eye, and then I think I have a folder with saved pictures I want to paint in the future. So I had this landscape in this folder, and I thought, the colors they actually match. Why don't I paint it here on the other page? But I decided to be a little bit more creative, and I kind of like connected the eye with the landscape, and it turned into a very mysterious and unique artwork in my opinion. But yeah, like you can see the quality of this spread and this spread. They are so different. Like this is A+ for me, this is C-. But without this spread, this will never happen. So just, I think, a quick lesson for all the artists. If you painted something ugly that makes you unhappy, don't worry. It is this step that we artists have to make. Well, sorry. I want you. I like to talk a lot. Oh, look at that. I love this spread. It is my favorite. Man, I'm so in love with this spread. This is... So I saw this photo of, I think it's called figs. This figs laying in leaves with berries, and I fell in love with colors and the composition, and I think everything about this photo was amazing. So, of course, I was inspired to paint it. But in the future, I'm planning to do something like this myself. I want to buy some fruits and flowers and build this kind of like still life on my table and paint it, but not in the sketchbook. I want to paint it on the big paper and make it into legit big artwork. But so far, yeah, and it is also the example of, me fighting, successfully beating art block. And yeah, love the spread. It's one of my favorite. And after amazing spread,
goes really bad spread. So I already told you about my super old tiny sketchbook that I ended up not using, so I saved some sketches from it and glued it in this sketchbook. And this guy is, I don't know, I think I tried to go back to ink because sometimes I think about Inktober and I think how I don't really like Inktober because drawing or painting in black and white is just not my thing, and sometimes I feel guilty about it for some reason, and I feel like my skill of drawing in black and white is, you know, fading away. So I think I decided to practice this guy because the light on this photo was very interesting, very complicated, and I didn't nail it. This is, I think, one of those days when I feel romantic, I feel cute, I feel all girly, and I just paint stuff like this. Yeah, I find a lot of beautiful pictures on the Pinterest, and I love flowers. I love painting flowers. I think flowers are the best, and I try to not paint too many flowers, but I just can't. I love them. So yeah, that's it. All gouache. This is me trying to be super trendy. And I think, so what happened on this spread, right? I think it looks good. I really like it. And what I don't like about this spread is just a copy of photos from the Pinterest, which I do a lot, I'm not gonna lie, and usually, well, most of the time I do it because I try to teach myself how to paint some certain objects, and this time I think the idea was to just create cute spread for Instagram, which is not a good thing, I think, because the point of creativity is, I think, to make happy yourself at the first place and then people on the Instagram, right? So this spread was made to please people on the Instagram, but not me. I think it looks good. I think it taught me to, you know, my art is about me at the first place. I don't know why one girl's upside down. So when I want to practice faces, right, I like to use just one color of the pencil and sketch it. But why I did this one upside down, I have no idea. Maybe I thought it will be omega creative and nobody will ever do it, but I don't know, I just think it's a bit weird, but you know, sketchbook is for things to try, right? So sometimes I look at other artists' artworks and I find it very inspiring how they use their colors, and I like artists who don't, you know, copy colors they see, but they play with them. And sometimes it doesn't look realistic at all, but it looks cool anyways. So here I try to study how those artists do that. Not happy about it, not gonna lie. Definitely not my style, but if you don't try, you never know, right? Water lilies are one of my favorite things to paint. It is my anti-stress painting, I would say. Well, first, it's very easy to paint. You can try it and you'll see you can't fail. And yeah, I think I was just nice and relaxed at home, chilling, having fun with my sketchbook, and this is how this spread happened. Wow, look at that. Can you see it? Beautiful. Sorry, I had to take a quick break for a sip of coffee. So let's get back to our sky. I think I painted it because I really enjoyed the color combination, and usually I don't use bright orange and bright blue together. So I decided to practice and see how it will work for me. This is super quick sketches I do sometimes to think about colors and how they work. I don't put any details. Every sketch is like 4 minutes. And the main purpose of every sketch is to try colors, how they work together. And you know what I usually don't try on my big paintings, because you know I'm afraid to ruin it, and I'm afraid of leaving my comfort zone. So I like to do it here on these quick sketches because, you know, nobody can judge me, and especially I can't judge myself, which is very nice. So sometimes I really envy artists who create those beautiful patterns and decorate stuff with them, but I don't understand how they work. Every time I try, they turn into into a flower mess. And this was again one more try of me painting, creating my own ornament and trying to, you know, use it as a decorative element. But as you can see, it's just a set of flowers. That's okay. I think the spread looks cute. This is a very nice bright spread, which I really like. I think it was sometimes. So my sketchbook serves different purposes for me. Sometimes it's just to try things, to make ugly stuff and forget about it. But sometimes I really enjoy creating beautiful spreads and, you know, just very nice, pleasing spreads. And this one is one of them. I definitely don't use orange very much in my artwork, so this is where I try to use it, and I like it. I like how orange works with bright green and bright blue. I think it creates interesting contrast. I should use more orange in my artwork. I don't know, for a long time this color was very complicated for me. I don't even have anything orange in my clothes, but I think for artworks this color is very nice. You can make bright landscapes, you can paint food with it, and it will look nice and appetizing. So yeah, enough about the orange. I think nice color. I tried it, I like it. Okay, so this girl is kinda original character I tried to make and turn it into a big painting in the future. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen, but now I have nice illustration in my sketchbook. I have similar paintings to this girl, but I think I just got stuck in this style and I realized I need to move on. That's why this girl will be a sketch forever. Hey, this is my crush from... So if you played Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, especially the DLC Wine and Blood. You know this guy. It is Detlef. He is a vampire guy. He's a very nice guy. And in the end of the game, you can choose either to kill him or let him live. And I was pretty dumb and I killed him and I let his cheating girlfriend leave, which is really bad. It wasn't my intention and I regret it till this day. So as an apology for this beautiful NPC, I decided to draw his portrait. Unfortunately, he doesn't look like the Detlef from the game. I think either Mouse or I think Mouse is wrong, but oh well. One more face practice. As you can see, I messed up her face really bad, so I had to glue this sticker. I don't have nice stickers or sticker paper to, cover my mistakes and paint on top of it, but all the stickers I have, they have some weird drawings on them. That's why it kind of looks weird, but that's just practice. I don't really care. I like this girl though. I think she looks very nice. This sticker is here for funsies. I didn't hide anything. I like this spread. I think it's not really my style. It's more on the abstract side. I like more realistic paintings, but what I really like here is colors. Those colors were not on the original photo. I kind of used my own colors from my imagination. And I also decided to try and not be super realistic in my landscape painting, and I think it worked. I like the spread, I like how it turned out, and I think here you can see how my style is evolving into a little bit more simple. Like for example, see this piece of the lake? Old me would paint a shadow, a reflection, something else, and put a lot of details in this tiny piece of the lake. But new me is like, one brush stroke is enough. This is my meditating spread. Sometimes when I'm stressed and I feel a bit art blocky, I just paint something beautiful that I like and I know I can paint, and it gives me, I think it just boosts my self-esteem, if I'm honest. And yeah, this is the opposite of challenging yourself, but I realized it works for me very well when I feel like I can't paint or I'm stuck. I just do something nice and relaxing that makes me happy and relaxes me a little bit, and I don't see art block as something bad anymore, and I can just chill and move on. Face practice, but with paint this time. So usually when I practice faces, I take one colored pencil or pen and I quickly sketch faces, but this time I decided to use one color of the paint, and I put all the colors here, like you can see it from the painting itself. But anyways, I enjoyed it. It was hard to place those faces and not mess up. I think here I should have moved this guy somewhere a little bit further away, but that's fine. My favorite face, I think, is this one. My least favorite is the boy because I made a lot of mistakes with his eyes, but that's okay. It's just a practice. Okay, trees. It's also a practice. So here, usually when I paint trees, I don't use two different colors. Like, I only work with shades of green, and it kind of makes my trees look a little bit boring. So here I tried to mix green with oranges, with shades of brown, and I think it worked well. It showed me that tree is not only brown and green, it has so many colors in it, but we need to see them, we need to learn how those colors work. And this spread is basically me searching for those colors and how to use them. Oh, I like this. This is cute Japanese house, I guess. Maybe it's a store. I don't know. I can't speak Japanese, so I tried to write here what was written on the original photo. If you understand what it means, you can tell me. If not, let's just, enjoy this nice sketch I made. And I always wanted to paint those cute little Japanese houses. I find them very adorable, and I spent a lot of time painting this house. I like how I used purple for the shadows here and here. I think it's going to be my new thing in the future. And blue here. I didn't even mix blue with other colors, I just used blue from my gouache palette, and I really like it. Also, it's nice to, use spread, not like traditionally, but turn it 90 degrees and make this proud of this. Oh, not proud of this one. So, remember I told you how sometimes I'm in a nice and romantic mood and I just want to paint flowers and cute girls and nothing else. So this was one of those days. But here I tried to experiment with colors, and you know how I'm trying to abandon realism and use more stylized style. I don't know, you know what I mean. And this is not bad, but it's definitely not what I envisioned. And this girl was gorgeous girl on the photo, and I butchered her face and neck, and I was too tired to fix it, so I just decided to leave it the way it is. You can tell when I'm stressed or I have art block, I paint water lilies. Always helps me, always. And I think after painting the Japanese house, I realized how I miss painting houses. And I also didn't want to paint the complicated background for this one because I just liked the house, but the background was not very interesting for me. So I just did this abstract houses on the background, and I painted detailed house here, and yeah, like it. One more face practice. So I think I started with this girl, and I like her a lot. So I didn't make her look crazy and evil. She was like this on the photo reference, but I like colors I used for her face. I think I finally learned how to use crazy colors and make pictures still recognizable. And usually I don't like to glue this kind of stuff in my sketchbook, but because this paper is so weird, if I don't glue it, this whole picture will just migrate here on this page and stay there forever, so I had to do it. And this is just the girl. I think I didn't do a very good job with colored pencils, so I decided to use some markers on top of her to fix some mistakes, because it's really hard to erase colored pencil. love this spread. Love it a lot. Here I didn't do any challenges. I just saw this nice picture and I decided, why don't I put it in my sketchbook? Because my sketchbook is getting pretty crazy, so why don't I put something nice in it? And this is how it got here. What I like about it, so here you can see how I didn't finish her face, or his face. I think it's a girl, whatever. I didn't finish their face, and it still looks fine, like it's a part of the illustration. And it's nice and subtle element here. I really enjoy, and I enjoy the composition. Not gonna lie, I stole this idea from my street landscape, if you remember it. It's somewhere so far away, like this one. But I mean, it's my idea, right? I can steal my own stuff. This is me finally being brave enough to not use traditional colors for the landscape, and I'm getting better at it. Well, I think I am. And I found this very bright landscape on the internet, and I think somebody photoshopped it to make it even more bright, but I kind of did the same thing and I painted it, but I chose crazy colors for it, like a lot of blues instead of browns, and it looks awesome. It doesn't look like it is, I don't know, fantasy forest or anything. It's just, I just see it as trees being in the shadow, and I like it. I definitely, so on this page I think I finally learned how to move on from real colors to more stylized color palette, and in my future artworks I'm pretty sure you can see it too. So I like no I started playing God of War, the last game. Is it God of War 4, where he has sun, and all this northern mythology influenced me so much. I fell in love with it again, so I decided to make my own creature, I guess, in northern style. So I put the blue background to emphasize the snow and the deer. I didn't make it look very magical. It kind of looks like real deer, but that's fine. I love this spread. Here's my favorite character from God of War. It is Mimir, and I think he's a god of wisdom, or he calls himself the guy who knows everything. And he's not just a guy, he's a talking head. And through the whole game, Kratos has this head on his belt, and he talks to him. Mimir gives him advices, and I really like his design. His horns are amazing, all the tattoos. I like when they make tattoos on bald heads. I think it looks so awesome. And because I like the look of those runes, I just put them here to, to dedicate the whole spread to Mimir. I don't know if those runes mean anything, I just copied them from his head. So this is the illustration I did in the coffee shop in the Oregon when we were visiting our parents, and you can see it in my vlog on my channel. Here I try to work with the composition. Usually I don't do this kind of stuff. I prefer to, one page, one artwork. That's it. I don't place several people that don't interact to each other and some geometrical shapes, but because I didn't want to bring all my gouaches to the coffee shop, I decided to, take some markers and do what I can do, and this is how I made this page. I think I have a video about me painting this house, but I just like painting houses, and this is why I painted this house, because I like painting houses. And on this page, so those markers, they bleed on the other page, you can see it here, and obviously I can't paint here anything. Maybe I can do it with gouache, but I was afraid it will ruin this illustration if I use gouache, so I decided to glue a piece of this paper. I bought it at the post office because I like the color, but I never used it, so I thought, hey, it's your time. Finally, I cut it and glued it here, and I drew my other most favorite character from the Arcane, Jinx. Well, Jinx is not only my favorite character from Arcane, I also like to play as her in the game. And when they made her main character in the Arcane, I was so happy. I wanted to cry, and after the show I love her even more. And I like her sad face. So yeah, I glued her here. I painted her here, and I had the stickers I thought will match the color of the paper. They actually don't, but that's okay, it's too late. I like painting plants. You probably already noticed, and plants are so fun to paint, and they're so relaxing, and you can experiment with colors and it almost never looks bad. So I think because my sketchbook is very close to its end, I just don't take it serious anymore, and I paint random stuff for funsies, basically. This is not modern art. Well, it kinda is, but I wanted to make cool spread, right? I wanted to paint this girl and this smoking girl and leave all this free space to be mysterious. But man, I failed so bad. I don't know what happened to me this evening, but I messed up this face and I messed up the right side of her face. And I spent painting this spread like hours. I'm not kidding you, hours. So, because I was so tired of it and I gave up, and I was like, I can't see it in my sketchbook. It will drive me crazy every time I open it. So I just took a lot of gouache and I made those big brush strokes where I don't like my artwork, and I turned it into modern art. Shitty modern art, but I prefer to call it modern art, but it's just bad art. I'm sorry. But this spread I like a lot, and it was amazing day. Me and my husband, we went on a nice date, and the weather was getting better. Probably it was end of the March, and the weather is nice. Everything started, all the plants started growing, and I was in a very springy, summery mood. So I opened my folder with all the inspiring pictures I have, and I painted this spread. Me trying to be a cool Instagram artist again, and using cool composition and stickers. So all the words are stickers and hearts are stickers. I do like the girl. The guy is fine. Don't like his pants, and there's some dirt on his t-shirt. I think it's because I wasn't very neat while painting the previous spread, so some paint got here, and yeah, I thought I'll cover it, but it didn't work very well. Well, that's fine. So obviously Kratos is a crush, right? I mean, it's Kratos. He's so cool and so badass. And because I was playing God of War, every time I play games, I take a lot of screenshots because I know in the future I will probably draw something from this game. I like drawing fan art. And this is a screenshot I took when he was at the start of the game. He was talking to his son, and if you play the game, you know how he likes to call his son boy. And this is kind of like a joke, Easter egg, whatever. I like this painting, and in real life it looks way better than on the camera because unfortunately you can't see all the patterns and texture I have here, but believe me, in real life it looks slightly better, but I still like the colors, and I didn't want to paint anything here because I was afraid I'll ruin my Kratos on the other page, so I just swatched some paints from this artwork to make it look slightly nicer. This illustration reminds me the style they use for the board game Dixit, which we like to play a lot, and I think we recently played it, so I was inspired by their artworks and I decided to make something similar myself. And I think this might work as Dixit card, might not, I don't know. What do you think? End of the sketchbook, almost end of the sketchbook, and I'm not being very serious about my artworks. Oh, look how the background matches this artwork. Perfect. Maybe I'll use it as a cover for my video. Anyways, I'm not being very serious when my sketchbook is almost over, so I'm just, sketching random stuff, trying random colors that I usually don't use because I don't really care. I want the sketchbook to be over and I can't wait to start my new one. Well, you know how exceptions prove the rule, so here it is. Very serious landscape I painted at the end of the sketchbook, which I usually don't do, but I don't know why I chose to paint winter landscape. I think it's me saying farewell to winter, see you next year, and yeah, some winter magic here is happening and I enjoyed a lot. I like this shade of blue, which is so light, almost white, but it is not white, it's blue, and I like its subtlety. Well, you can see it's almost the end. So end of my sketchbook is usually for if I need a little piece of paper, I cut it for some random purposes, or I swatch my other art supplies. That's why usually the end of sketchbook kind of looks like this. This girl, I tried to copy some artist style, but I forgot to put the name of the artist here, so unfortunately I can't tell you. But I didn't copy directly their style, I just tried to use some elements. It's okay, probably not gonna use the style for my own artworks, but it was a nice try. Here's the last page. I like to put the end of every last page of my sketchbook, kind of like put it's like a marking my milestone that hey, I have finished the sketchbook, so this is the end spread. And yeah, here is me swatching paints. This is the sketches I did for my big painting that you probably saw on my channel. If not, you can see it. Here me swatching again. I don't know why I have the sticker here. I think it was on my cell phone, but it didn't hold there, so I moved it here. And to, to look nice and cute, I put a sticker here with some, I think, motivational quote. Be so good they can't ignore you. Very cheesy, but yeah, this is the end. A cup of coffee for you guys, and that's it. I thank you for watching my sketchbook tour, and I'll see you in a second. Bye bye.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my sketchbook tour. I definitely enjoyed filming it. The sketchbook taught me a lot, especially, I mean, the way I use gouache. I discovered new gouache, and this all happened in this sketchbook, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm also very grateful for this beautiful cover I made myself. I'm the person who knows nothing about sewing and crafting, so to me it was like a huge achievement to make a cover for my sketchbook, and I'm always very proud to show the sketchbook to other people because it looks unique and vintagey. Yeah, it was fun journey with this little guy, but I have moved on, and my next sketchbook tour will be, spoiler alert, about this tiny guy. I already finished it, so stay tuned, and soon I'll make sketchbook tour of this sketchbook. But right now I'm working on my first ever watercolor sketchbook, and I'm so in love with the paper. It's just a whole new world for me. Anyways, I think I chatted enough. I wish you guys amazing day. I hope you will stay positive, stay creative, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye!